Jay, your shit good?
Yeah, everything's good.
All right, cool. Let me make sure this is live. Let me see. All right, I think we're good. Yo, I can't see my shit, man. Turn on. There we go. There we go. There we go, man. There we go. Sonya, salute, salute, salute. Yeah, we got to talk about this, man. Yo, the colonizer got to stop, man. He got to be. First of all, let me get you guys' take first. Who do you guys think won the Drake and Kendrick beef?
Who wants to go first?
I mean, I would say Kendrick, no question. I thought that was just kind of like the general vibe, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kendrick Lamar for sure. It was a good battle though. It wasn't like a fucking 4-0 sweep. Like
Yeah.
Drake put up like a 36, 12 rebound, 8 assist game. And Kendrick dropped 47 on that nigga. 5 or 6 from 3 in the fourth. Like nigga just started draining threes in the fourth. I was like, oh shit, the lead just, it was a good battle though.
Hey, Alex, you're right. You're right, Alex. I was wrong. But don't worry, chill. We're gonna get to it. If you guys don't know, these are my guys. Shout out to Dime. Dime is a rapper. He's been rapping for damn near 20 years now. I've been watching Dime just for a minute now. So it's finally good to actually have him here on the platform.
Love.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for having me, bro. Thank you.
Of course, of course. And then we got my guy, FBJ. Most of you guys should know him. Florida Boy J. He has his own platform. He goes live. He also does similar contents too. Please make sure you guys go follow these guys on their platform. Support them. All right. What's your channel, Jay?
Florida Boy J. Just go on YouTube and type in Florida Boy J, and then on Twitter type in Florida Boy J 93. They took my old Twitter page. I had to create a new one, and until I get my old one back, just follow me on Florida Boy J 93. I am dropping all links to these streams on these platforms so everybody can pile in and get the full context of the conversation.
Yes, sir. And he goes live every week too. So if you guys enjoyed this live, please make sure you guys go follow him. Let's get to the shit, man. Let's get to it. I appreciate you guys for pulling up in here. This morning I woke up, I said, no fucking way did Drake pull this shit again, man. 2 weeks ago, it was Schoolboy Q. Now, if you're from Toronto in here, I do want you to come up. I do want you to speak, because a lot of you guys got on me in that video. A lot of you guys said, nah, Chigs, it was raining. That's why his concert got canceled. Rain. I told you niggas, I told you guys, this has nothing to do with the rain. The rain was already cleared up. That shit was done 2 days ago. But some of you guys still said, nah, Chigs, it wasn't Drake. Today we wake up, Sir from TDE, his shit got canceled. And you guessed it. It was at Drake's venue. First of all, how the fuck? I had no clue Drake actually owned that venue. Did you guys know about that history?
No, but is this the same venue that Schoolboy Q went to go perform at?
The same venue.
Yep,
the same venue. The same venue. Yeah. I had no clue.
I didn't either, but at this point, certain things we feeling like it's a setup, because Schoolboy Q just had his thing canceled. Why didn't you move the venue, or at least put some parameters in place to where your show didn't get canceled? If you went to the exact same venue your homeboy just got kicked out of.
Well, I saw a tweet earlier where Sir was actually saying, like, on some bravado shit, like, nah, my shit ain't canceled, or like somebody was, hitting him up about the Schoolboy Q situation, like, yo, your shit might get canceled, and he was like denying it, like, yo, nothing happened to me. And then today he quoted it like, oh, this didn't age well.
Yeah.
So, so I guess he thought it wasn't gonna happen, but I guess he didn't know the extent of Drake's pettiness, I guess.
Right. Now, listen, man. Last night we had DJ Scheme, who actually went to that same venue, and he actually played Not Like Us. Did you guys think that was disrespectful to Drake?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be disrespectful when you playing a diss track in nigga hometown. You know?
Mind you, Drake was not even beefing with him. So my thing was, I get it that you had the whole thing with Drake and X. That's your man's. I'm not taking that risk, bro.
Or yeah, I feel about the risk taking, but because that was X's man and Drake really goes out of his way to troll him and troll Ski Mask in that one video, I think it was like nonstop. I think some of these niggas, they not like Rick Ross. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna punch me in my face, and even if we do fight it out or I get poked up, whatever, some niggas really, you know what I'm saying, to go behind that. Like the DJ who did what he did and the crowd went off. Niggas don't give a fuck. Some of that shit that they did to Rick Ross, I still think that is a lot of artists. Like, I wish a motherfucker run up on me like that. Like niggas who beat up Rick Ross and his crew, I'm keeping it in a buck. It's a lot of regular ass niggas I could have took that crew on and got off. His crew did not get off, and I don't even think those were his like bodyguards for real. Those wasn't the niggas he rolled with from Miami for real. Like, you beat up his DJ and a couple of niggas that he
had one, yeah.
Right. So I don't think
he had one regular bodyguard from,
and they ran down. And remember, they did run down on DJ Drama.
Right.
So yeah, but I think it was disrespectful, but just like a lot of other people who don't fuck with Drake, they're waiting to get their VAR moment and get they lick back off of the years that they had to sit quiet and let Drake troll them or, you know, just do his shit.
Yeah, the thing about this like whole beef, the whole Kendrick and Drake, is that it's such an energy, and I would compare it to like a Nas and Jay, but it's in this era where it's amplified because of the internet and like clout and all different types of hitting, you know, animosity for Drake, it seems, because like everybody want to jump out the window and get at him. But it's like, since the energy is so crazy, I feel like people use it to their advantage, you know, and you know, they get spotlights put on them by being in situations. This beef and everything around it is like clickbait, you know. So it's like motherfuckers gonna jump on it. Yeah, like I mean, yeah, like it because like we're in the clout era. It's like motherfuckers are gonna jump up on that shit. So I feel like even he might have had a problem with Drake and might have wanted to get at him, but even the fact that he did that shit was like a calculated decision in order for him to get himself a little bit more popping, I feel like. Or if not in that situation, I feel like other people use it to their advantage. I mean, I feel like it's the industry, like, you know, this it's like the main topic still. These guys are not even going back and forth with each other rapping no more, but you know, people, it's like the afterwave, the shocks, the aftershocks, people are riding those afterwaves, you know.
Listen, man, a DJ playing this song that has nothing to do with him, it's a little bit wild. And I'm not even like, bro, Chat, I know you guys are gonna say chicks, they're glazing, bro. I like both sides, right? But I just think if you're a DJ, I think you should just play your music. I don't see the need to fucking antagonize Drake in his own fucking hometown. And like, who knows? Like, if you come to fucking all right, so let's say you go to Vancouver, right? He might have a show out there. Then what? So now you gotta roll with at least 30 people because you might get touched out there.
Yeah, I feel like the way people are handling it. Yeah, the way I feel like the way Drake is handling it is like it's real petty and like salty, and it's gonna cause problems. It's gonna lead into other shit because he's moving. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
He's moving. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Do you think?
No, all I was about to say is it is petty, but I think it's justified. I think everything Drake is because it's like, okay, yeah, I won the battle. Y'all not gonna come in my city and just have a parade in my shit. Like hell no. I'll give y'all the win, but don't start booking the Toronto cities and thinking like y'all about the TDE artists about to come in and eat. Like y'all put y'all line in the sand. If it's fuck me, then it's fuck my city. I don't care if you have fans here. You know what you did. You know the side you picked on. So if I say F your hood and F the biggest nigga from your hood, it would be stupid if Drake booked the show in Compton, right?
Right.
So don't
especially at your venue too. Like,
right. I'm not. To me, it's not about being tough. It's about, bro, y'all TDE niggas made y'all beds. Stop acting like victims when y'all shows get canceled. That's all. That's my biggest issue with TDE. When your show gets canceled, unless this is some all type of, if this is like a ploy, you know what I'm saying, to make Drake look more like a take my ball and go home ass nigga, then I get that angle. But it's too much
that's
money.
playing with the energy too. I feel like that's playing with the, you know, because it's such a like, it's a moment. And motherfuckers, even with like that, put Schoolboy Q and Sir in the mix too. Like TDE didn't even have to be in the mix. Like the fact that Ab Soul said some shit and he's in people's algorithms is a testament to how this is, you know, a huge moment. So motherfuckers is playing with this moment. It's like, honestly, it's like something might happen because these motherfuckers is playing with the moment like this. They might as well, if it's really just rapping, niggas need to chill. The main people need to be on that. I mean, Kendrick at the show, at the pop out, he was on some shit like that. Oh yeah, you know, it's not about the beef, it's about, you know, a conglomerate, like the West Coast togetherness, whatever. But Drake's still going off. You still got TDE people still in the media making a thing out of this. So it's like, it's just the energy that motherfuckers is playing with. The beef is over, but motherfuckers gonna keep it going by egging the shit on and putting shit in the media.
Yeah, it's like, dude, Drake lost. He lost the battle, but like we all
That's
know,
it.
With entourages, with groups, with affiliates, everybody wants a piece of the pie. Everybody wants to take you know what I'm saying? Take a little clout with the situation. That's what we're gonna see for the next coming months, bro. Even with Serena Williams going up there, you're seeing people not even involved in the beef trying to get a pound of flesh off. So at a certain point, I'm not on Team Drake at all. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Drake's music. I'm a fan of Drake's. I'm a fan of Kendrick's. I just feel like everything after the battle, if Drake or OVO or anything Canada or Toronto affiliated happens to any artist who is right with Kendrick, is justified, and you should probably get stomped out, get popped in the leg, get poked up like the nigga in the UK talking about uncle get poked up. You know what I'm saying? Something should happen to you. Like niggas talk all this street shit, niggas talk this hood shit. Y'all from gangland, but y'all going to enemy territory expecting to walk out unharmed. Like that's stupid as hell. So no, I can't cape for TDE and none of this victim mentality there on Instagram or X doing try to get sympathy votes, because at that point you look like Drake. You're pulling Drake moves now. Why they cancel my show? I have fans. Nigga, shut your ass up. You knew what was coming to you.
So now
and you go to his venue again.
So now, what if OVO guys start getting blackballed? They start getting jumped. And these are guys that do a lot of shows out here in the States.
Right.
Is that also fair? And I'm talking about guys who had nothing to do with the beef, guys who were completely silent throughout the whole thing. Is it fair now?
Listen.
No.
It's everybody fair game, chat.
I was just gonna put in a quote. I just thought of a Kendrick line: "Niggas run to America to imitate heritage. They can imitate this violence." You feel me? Niggas is going to Toronto pulling moves, but y'all coming over here, y'all can't do what we do, nigga. This is America. Y'all want to really pull some moves and have niggas run plays on niggas? It's like, nah. Especially the smaller artists, like you said, like a motherfucker OVO, Hush, and one of these niggas. They're in Cali. Niggas will run down on y'all niggas. Whoever.
Big OVO game right there.
But it's funny.
Niggas mark out a mark. You feel me? It's like LA.
But it's funny with that because Drake's lack of building a label is why none of his people can get pressed like that, because Party Next Door is on a US tour and it's selling out. Nobody's touching Party Next Door. He didn't really have a hand in the beef. He dropped his album in the middle of the beef. Nobody's tripping on him. Like nobody's gonna beat up Majid Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake doesn't even have a team worth beating up on a.
That's one of the things that Schoolboy Q said too. He was like, "Oh yeah, Party Next Door was just over here. We ain't do nothing. But if y'all want to start making something happen, watch for somebody get hurt, and that's where it's gonna go left."
And it's like, and it's like Drake, because he's a culture vulture and he has the OVO sweatshop. He's never built up an artist big enough worth whooping their ass. Like you're not gonna get points beating up Party Next Door. You're not gonna get points beating up Division. You're not gonna get points beating up Roy Woods. Like we don't even know where Roy Woods is. Like, come on now.
No, Division is a lot there though. Like he's still moving around. He could.
Well, no, he is. But who wants to beat up Division? That ain't gonna mean nothing.
the OVO click persona, it has never even been that.
Right?
You
Who wants to
know,
beat up OVO Charles, OVO Thurman? Like, who wants to beat up these niggas? OVO
it's
Bradley.
TDE. TDE is so West Coast, and the West Coast is just known for like for like just its violent nature and just like, you know, we know West Coast up from the 90s, Boys in the Hood, even like recent days, the game and motherfuckers gang culture, man, nigga. So it's like we expect niggas to turn up. So it's like OVO ain't never been that. So they can come to fucking America and do their thing. But that's what Schoolboy Q was saying. Like, we letting y'all rock because y'all not about that. But if y'all want to make it a thing, motherfuckers will show up at the R&B show. It's
Or
like,
right, or what this person's saying, do you get points for beating up school, sir? Like, nobody is getting really hands put on them directly from both camps, on top of the fact that niggas know, bro, you put hands on Schoolboy Q, niggas gotta die. That's a Hoover Crip.
Damn. Wait, chat, is that true?
You put hands on Schoolboy Q, niggas is gonna die. Niggas getting touched. You put hands on Schoolboy Q.
these is West Coast.
Wait,
This is
sir,
Inglewood niggas. This
right,
is
sir,
Hoover Street niggas. This
right.
is, you
Sir
feel
is
me,
the other,
Pyru.
right, sir, another Crip affiliate. Like, niggas be thinking because niggas be singing and shit, niggas is not tapped in they city. Niggas is from LA. Like,
Black McBain says yes. Wait, really? Schoolboy
yes,
Q got it like that?
yes. Hoover Crip. Put hands on Schoolboy if you want to. Your ass gonna be folded like a pretzel anywhere. That's the last. Try it.
And I feel like at this point, OVO motherfuckers might feel like they want to try it because they so hurt.
Right. This is what I'm saying. The closest thing we're getting to violence is like niggas closing down these shows. You do something to Schoolboy Q, my nigga, niggas will, bro, it's niggas living in LA right now who are OVO affiliated. If Schoolboy Q gets touched, them niggas gotta move immediately. It's certain niggas you can cancel a show. Niggas still gonna get the bag on the back end. The promoter still gotta pay that. If I get the front end, I can't get the back end because I didn't perform. That's cool because that shit's money. This is free money, right? But if I go to a show, if I go somewhere and hands get put on me, nigga, it's up. This ain't no motherfucking rap shit over there at TDE.
Honestly, as we talk more, like, I feel like what Drake is actually doing is the right thing. It's damage control.
Right.
You feel me? Because if a nigga get touched in LA, if a nigga from the like a Schoolboy Q get touched in Toronto, it's up. You feel me?
All
so
right,
it's like, why even do it?
Tweets from this morning, right? So this was Sir this morning. He said, what's this tweet? He said, "So sorry to my Toronto fans. The show has been canceled. We're working on rescheduling for a later date." And then you had Schoolboy Q who came in and laughed at him. He said, "Take your ass home, boy. Sing on the bus." That was actually really funny. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
It was.
He said, "Sing on the bus. It's over with." And then you had Sir come out and say they don't like us. If you guys remember, that was the same thing Wayne said. I think this was like two weeks ago.
With the OVO chain.
Yeah, but don't you guys worry because Sir is still getting paid. He actually told somebody the show was sold out and I'm still getting paid for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas really ain't tripping when I can get the front end and the back end because the venue decided to cancel the promote. If I didn't show up, yeah, you don't got to give me the back end. But if I actually showed up and I had a sold out show and the tickets sold, like it was actually a good investment in bringing me here, and then you guys stop it, all you're doing is cash me out for non-performing. You're really doing these niggas a favor. That's why I be thinking, like, is this shit rigged? Is this shit all smoke and mirrors?
Yeah, right.
Because if I'm
publicity,
you, why am I even letting you book? If I'm beefing with you, why am I even shooting you the front end? If I'm booking you, why are you getting checks for not performing? That's like chicks. That's like if a nigga paid you to fly out to do a speaking engagement in a nigga city you beefing with, and then you get there, niggas drop the money in your deposit and told you can't come. You're gonna be like, bro, great. I have free time to bullshit in this city and then fly home for free. You're not gonna be mad. You're gonna be on internet joking too, right?
Right.
Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, these niggas, if you was really beefing, if it was really up like that, you would bring niggas to your city and you would do what they try to push your T. They try to run up on them on stage or throw water on that nigga. Like, you gotta, y'all was more aggressive with Pusha T than you is with some of these R&B artists from TDE, and that's showing me.
They're not gonna be like that with TDE. They know TDE is traveling with them niggas too. You feel me? It's it's not gonna happen like that. So
every
it's
day.
like they know that. I feel like that's why it's a little bit damage control because it's like that's gonna start a problem. Somebody gonna get hurt.
Yeah, in the
Now,
70s. Go ahead.
is this why all these artists are pretty much mad at Drake? Because Drake is eating from every single piece of the pie. Is this why?
I think they're not mad at Drake because he monopolizes like his income at this point. I think they're
The
mad at
streams, the labels, the
yeah,
fucking Toronto venue.
I think they're mad at how he did it because when we look at artists historically, you look at a Michael Jackson, right? When he bought up ATV's catalog and bought up the Beatles catalog and everything, and pretty much 50 to 60% of the music industry, he was taking niggas like Sly and the Stone. He was taking people like Beyonce, even in his later years. He was giving a lot of black artists their catalogs back that he bought up. You know what I'm saying? Like black people weren't saying, "Oh fuck, Michael Jackson has too much power in the music industry," because he was giving people back their publishing, giving people back their music, giving people back their masters. You see what I'm saying? Drake isn't buying what he says. He's like one of them songs like, "Nigga, I'll just buy your masters," pretty much when like you fall off. Like you're trying to buy it.
He's known for that.
It's like
He
Michael
collects all these weird like old hip hop shit. Fucking
it's like Michael
right,
it's like Michael Jackson got praised for buying a white man's catalog, the Beatles catalog, and taking that power and giving it back to black artists. Drake is pretty much buying black artifacts and trying to buy other black artists' catalogs just to wave it in their face. It's like he's doing the reverse. That's why niggas have a problem with it. You're not buying shit. You're not buying music equity to give it back to the artist. You're buying music equity to keep it in the power of the labels.
Making a mockery of this shit.
Exactly.
Somebody said that the only people hurting are the fans. This is going to be his downfall. To be fair, I don't think Drake really cares about other people's fans. That's not his. I don't think Drake is looking at it like, damn, Schoolboy Q fans are not get to see him in fucking Toronto.
What about the people that's fans of both, though?
That, right? Huh?
What about the people that are fans of both?
That's a great point. That's a great point. Somebody actually said it here in the comments. Somebody said, Chigs, you know Schoolboy Q and TDE, they have fans out there. And I know they do. Yeah, man, I think that the fans are, they're gonna be the ones losing here, because all the artists are still getting paid.
Yeah,
they still go home with with their bread. But only thing is I think this is going to make a lot of enemies for Drake. If you ask me, I think a lot of artists are also watching this and they're seeing how Drake is moving, and it's nasty.
Do you think that because Drake is moving like this, that he's damaging his reputation even more?
Or of course, yeah.
Do you think do you think him stopping shows, do you think everything he's been doing since the beef ended has helped his next album rollout or hurt his next album rollout?
Oh, definitely hurt. First of all, the last 3 songs that Drake put out have been ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the one with Gordo, that one was fire. But that's not really like nobody in hip hop is really talking about that song right now.
Because Drake has always lost the hip hop fan base he's never really grabbed a hold of, like the conscious, the lyrical backpack shit. And even though he can go in other areas of hip hop, every time he loses a beef, the further away he strands away from hip hop and the more he tries to fight back in it. The song with Yachty, it sounds cool, but it's not a real floater. He is scared to even give us a real rap song. Have y'all noticed we haven't got a rap song since he fucking did this shit? We haven't got a rap song.
Think about the one where Sexy Red. Did he rap in that one?
Even with that, yeah, he rapped. But guess what?
Yeah,
even in that
one, right?
Yeah, even with that one, the reason why that shit's so funny to me is that he's not like that song. And when you see the people on the Instagram, on TikTok going viral with it, they're only going viral with the Sexy Red part. I haven't heard that Drake part since the song. That's what I'm saying. So even him rapping, people aren't even acknowledging it. So if he's trying to drop another rap album, if he's trying to drop another piece of music, he needs to be scared. He needs to stop being scared and come back and rap. I know we're going to be overly critical of everything he does, but Drake, you have
everybody.
The quicker he gets the Band-Aid off, Yeah, the quicker he rips the Band-Aid off, the quicker his career can move on. Even if it's not the same, the more he stays in this box of the beef, the more it's gonna linger on him like a fucking smell, like a stench.
Somebody said, Trey, I see you in the comments going crazy. You said Chigs Doc got the #1 song in the world, damn near, and somehow Drake is winning. Okay, that's an interesting point. Yo, Trey, where you from, bro? Toronto?
Oh man.
They said Drake is losing big time. He's not hurting TDE. They're still getting paid. He's pissing those Toronto fans off. I do agree. Toronto fans, isn't there some shit next week? Carabana? When is that?
It might be next week. I think so. And
That's
isn't it
OVO
Fest? Isn't it OVO
Yeah, right.
this time of year?
It's supposed to be announced soon, right? Or is it even gonna happen? It might get canceled like the Rock Nation
He
brunch.
can't cancel that. He cannot cancel that.
The
The
OVO
Rock
Fest?
Nation brunch got canceled this year, man.
Nah, it was because your boy Hove. I mean, not Hove. It was because your boy P Diddy.
Diddy?
P Diddy showing up to Rock. Listen, P Diddy would have showed up to the Rock Nation brunch. Everybody would have got hit with a Rico.
Oh my god.
Jay-Z was like, "Not this year, buddy."
You don't think Diddy gonna come to OVO Fest?
One up said y'all should add your names. Oh, I actually did have their names here. Top right, that's my guy dying, and then bottom, that's FBJ. Shout out to you, One Up. Ace said Toronto does not cape for Drake like that. Don't put that stamp on us. Damn, Toronto's not fucking Drake.
No, that's what I keep saying. Like, one thing about Toronto, people got to understand, it's a very international city, and a lot of people in Toronto, they fuck with more J. Cole and Kendrick than Drake.
And Drake?
Yeah. Like, people got to understand, bro. Like, especially some of the younger people, bro. Like, people who are like 25 and under, they're not as attached to Drake as people might want to think. They're really not. You know what I'm saying? If you really look at music from 2018 now, what is that? About a good 6 years, right? Drake ain't really give niggas shit in the last 6 years to be like, oh my God, this is like Views, this is like Take Care, this is like Nothing Was the Same. He didn't impact that generation the way he impacted us, so they're not as attached. They're really not.
Okay.
They more on a lot of the younger artists. The shit he did with X kind of pissed off a lot of younger artists because they were part of that X, that Juice WRLD, that Trippie Redd era. You know what I'm saying? Drake kind of took a dump on that whole class, if you want to be honest. Like, you didn't drop, or you didn't, put Trippie Redd on God's Plan.
God's Plan.
X, you know what I'm saying? You steal niggas' flows. Like, a lot of younger fans resent Drake, and I think that's why the tide turned in this beef, because unexpectedly Drake realized he would have that stronghold. And then when Kendrick was dropping those PDF file references, he lost that female high school fan base that he loves to attach himself to. His whole Sexy Red run, this whole thing he's done with the barrettes and everything in his hair, has been trying to capture that 16 to 20 age range audience, to recapture them and have a whole new generational run. Kendrick Lamar cut that shit off, and that's why Drake is looking lame. Drake has now looked like the old nigga who graduated 4 years ago, who's still throwing triple kegger parties at his crib.
Damn, nah, man.
Yeah.
Jay said Drake turning his own city against them. Eventually, people are going to get tired of one man dictating their hand. I'd be kind of pissed too if I wanted to see fucking Sir. Trey said, bro, Chicks, Toronto fucking with the Weeknd more. That's a good point. He's from out there, right? But like, does he rap Toronto more than Drake though? I don't think so.
Would you rather have, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have somebody from your city who doesn't rep it all the time, but internationally is known and puts your city on? Or would you rather have a nigga run around your city making the name look bad and just shitting on whoever? Because like, real shit, he reps Toronto, but what's Toronto artists has he put on outside of Party Next Door? There's a couple niggas. What niggas has he really put on from Toronto? Didn't he diss Moji? What happened to Moji? Like, what happened with some of these niggas he was standing next to before he blew up? What happened to the niggas before him? Isn't like Cardinal Official or something like that from Toronto or whatever?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, why you ain't bring out no old niggas? And you like, Drake ain't really showing no love to Toronto. Yes, sir. Anything for clicks? Absolutely. Yes, I'm in the building.
To be fair, I think Cardinal was like he was probably like 4 years before Drake came out. But yeah, I mean, I guess you can say Drake should be showing love to like some of them niggas, but I think he also does a good job of showcasing his own camp. Um, did you guys see this whole Drake downfall happening? Did you guys see a lot of artists turning on him?
Can't say that, it was expected at all, like especially the way it's going. It kind of almost seemed like an orchestrated plot a little bit. You feel me? Like the way like shit is trickling down, like you got like all these videos, especially like on my feed
Right.
on YouTube, that shit just pops up on some, yo, Drake. It's like random girls from like middle America, like black, white, all different types of like women talking about his past, and then like documentary videos about him being, into younger girls, and then it just feeds to the concept of they not like us. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just like it seems like, yeah, I ain't never expected to be this like harsh, it's like damn. It's like they're coming like from each angle, mad angles, like it's crazy.
I seen it coming. I won't say I seen it coming like a mile away, but I kind of seen it coming a few years ago. And everybody thinks the beef started with the Pusha T thing, or the beef started with not Pusha, but with the Kendrick thing. But
Mm-hmm.
really, it kind of kicked off when the Certified Lover Boy promo run was going all of 2021, and around this time, 2021, out of nowhere, Kanye came out the fucking bushes with the Donda run.
Mm-hmm.
And when Donda and CLB went toe to toe, Donda won. Now, people say CLB outstreamed Donda, but no, even when you go back in time, the way with everything Kanye does, when Kanye says he's 10 years in the future,
Yeah.
he's like that with everything. With
I
fashion,
just bumped Jail today. That's the crazy part. Like like
yeah,
that album is fire.
exact. Kanye West is a visionary of like the psychology of humans, right? So when he knows what Drake's doing with the COB thing, he knows this is, oh, we're fucking on hoes, we're doing this in the clubs. Okay, so I'm gonna take us to a higher vibrational with this gospel. On top of that, I'm going to take everybody Drake likes to work with and put them on my project. So that was the first line in the sand niggas should have seen. Everybody was on Donda. CLB had some people, but everybody was on Donda and Donda too, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the first sign. CLB was probably Drake's last really great project, to be honest. If you go back to that album, it wasn't appreciated in real time. Then you come back with Honestly Nevermind, an album everybody asks Drake, we want an R&B album, we don't want a rap album, give us some R&B. Honestly Nevermind is really one of his better projects, one of his most cohesive projects in a really long time. But because people weren't expecting the sound, because you did not have a promo run, because you dropped it right after Kendrick came out with Mr. Morale and right before Beyonce came out with Renaissance, both fan bases like you're really trying to step on niggas' runs. And then the whole dance wave that Beyonce fans want to claim, they're like Drake was trying to, step on that shit. So Honestly Nevermind got a very bad negative reviews, even though it was dedicated to the women. Your Loss comes out, he starts taking dumps on women, right? His last time, For All the Dogs, he taking dumps on women. After Honestly Nevermind was kind of crapped on by his female fan base, he was like, no, what, F y'all. I'm no longer calling Party Next Door to give me his best R&B song. I'm no longer calling my R&B writers. I'm giving you resentful, red pill incel raps. If you look at his last, since Her Loss in his last For All the Dogs, there isn't one R&B Drake song on those albums you can play with your girl in the car. That is unprecedented. You have never had a Drake project where the R&B songs you cannot play with your girl. They do not get her wet. He lost his female fan base. He kept trying to do this 21 Savage thing we didn't understand because we all wanted What a Time to Be Alive too. But you give us 21 Savage just to crap on Future, alienate yourself. He's been setting himself up for destruction ever since Yeezus took us into a higher vibration and Drake realized his artist capacity levels cannot take us high on a spiritual Donna level. We can't get a 24. We can't get the shit he dropped with Travis. You know what I'm saying? We can't get the tracks you dropped with Playboy Cardi. We cannot get spiritually in tune with you, Drake. And once we realized Drake had that ceiling and he understood that, he went the opposite way. And that's the results of what we're seeing now. And that's the same angle Kendrick attacked. Kendrick is on a higher emotional, spiritual level. He can't battle that. And that's just the results I feel like we're seeing.
All right, so Blair said the fact Drake barely has any ties to Young Money, whilst Kendrick has ties to TDE, says a lot. Drake needed Young Money now more than ever. That's a great point. I felt like a lot of people from Young Money should have stepped up. I feel like Wayne, and I know some of you guys in the chat, y'all gonna say Chigs, Wayne is neutral. No, if there was ever a time for Wayne to step in and help out the guy that's been pretty much carrying your fucking label, should have been now. Should have been 2 months ago.
Or real quick, people are saying, "Oh, what about Bahama Promises and goddamn Spin About You?" Bahama Promises, you look at that song, he's basically whining about how this girl is annoying and he didn't want to take her on vacation. That's not a song you play with your girl. That's not Connect off of Nothing Was the Same. That's not like I'm driving late night to pick you up. That's not like Practice. You know what I'm saying? We know those Drake songs, Teenage Fever. We know those Drake songs that you put on and to get you closer to the girl. Bahama Promises is not that. Spin About You is a faster record. You know what I'm saying? 21 Savage, and there's no 21 Savage. I'm sorry, there's no 21 Savage song you're putting on to get the girls wet. So some of the songs you guys
nah, come on, don't do that to 21, man. Come on.
Name me one.
Come on, dog. Let me
Name me one.
That's my guy, man. Let me see, man. Nah, 21 got some records.
For the women?
For the women? Yeah.
All right.
Red Rum, that one was kind of
for the women.
Y'all wouldn't bump that?
I'm telling you, I fuck with Drake heavy enough to like let you. I'm telling you, like falling back, like TSU. You know what I'm saying? With Certified Lover Boy, TSU was on a pipe down, was on. You know what I'm saying? Race My Mind, Fountain. You know what I'm saying? Like he has songs like like I said, Redemption, Jaded, Wednesday Night Interlude, Come Through, Fire Desire, Finesse. He got a bunch of songs in his catalog that when you put them on with the girl, you vibe into it. You go to anything from Her Loss and For All the Dogs and look at those R&B songs and really listen to the content. They are incel R&B songs.
Nah, come on. Jay, no.
What's the song with Summer Walker? I mean SZA. Slime You Out?
Baby Daddy?
No,
Slime You Out.
Look at the lyrics of Slime You Out. That sounds like I am threatening this chick who curved me. These songs are not songs I'm putting on the rub on her thigh. These songs are not songs I'm put Bahama Promises isn't anything 1769 Santa. These are not songs he's talking about. Oh, I don't like what you done to your lips. I don't like what you done to your hips. Oh, you do the same thing at 25. Girls ain't getting wet to this shit. And I like For All the Dogs, the rap song. I like Red Button. I like a lot of, some of the, I won't say a lot, but I like some of the songs on there. But those R&B tracks, you can tell, especially listening to Party Next Door, knowing he's Drake's one of the best writers, you can clearly tell when Drake asks him, "Hey, you got any songs for me for this next album?" He was like, "Nope, I ain't got shit." And used all them songs on his album. Because a lot of those songs on Party Next Door album, those R&B songs, you can even hear where Drake's vocals will be placed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the songs he needed for All the Dogs were not given to him by his own label. Party Next Door, Party Mobile. A lot of times we be like, oh, Party Next Door ain't hitting because he's giving his best shit over to another nigga. He didn't do that with this album. And you wonder why Party Shit is blowing up the way he did. He didn't give his best shit to Drake. And Drake's R&B catalog, last couple albums, has suffered.
I think I've heard that before. Yeah. Jay said Wayne kind of discovered Kendrick. Kendrick was in the J-Rock and Low End video back in 08, 09. Wayne and Baby are Pyro. Okay. Everything hip hop. Salute G. He said, "Chigs, this is my first time ever seeing your face. You look like a straight version." Hey, fuck you, bro.
Hey, that's why y'all
look like a straight version of Saucy. You and Act inspired me to make videos. Yeah, that's wrong, bro. I've been watching you since you made that video, Act and Martin. Drake is the culture. Shout out to you, Sniper. Trey said, "We don't give a fuck for real." Dot botted him, and that's that. Drake Camp said Dot fans were tripping. Now it is confirmed he's pulling string. Drake is definitely pulling strings behind the scenes. Why hasn't Drake given an interview to any platform? Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
I feel like Drake is like we were speaking about earlier, like he dropped in between a Beyonce and a Kendrick. Like he is that type of premier artist. He is of that level, and people expect him to be that type of artist. And I feel like those type of artists kind of move with a mystique that kind of doesn't allow them to be uh vulnerable to, they move kind of private. It's like the Jay-Z, Beyonce kind of like, I'm not gonna give you my full life. I'm not gonna ever like really do an interview unless it's like curated or, very, you know, edited or, I need to know what's gonna go out there. And I feel like, that speaks to him, being scared of his real self being exposed,
Nah,
so
Dime, you can't say that because every other day, bro, we get a caption from Drake every day. We get duck lips every day. I think those IG stunts, those make him look worse than the fucking interview. You feel me?
yeah. But I feel like that's a calculated persona that he wants to put out there, which is like embarrassing. That's like who he wants to be seen as. Because if he really wanted to get, his soul out there, because a lot of this is some soulless shit. Like it's like, where's your soul, bro? It's like you say, he has a ceiling. Like in the spiritual and the soulful part is like you don't have that soul in you. So it's like he's not gonna be able to sit down in the interview and us be able to sit down and hear him heart to heart.
Right.
You feel me? What are you gonna say to us?
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
I don't know about you guys, but I think it's time Drake sits down. And I think I said it previously. I said I do want to see Drake do Breakfast Club. Drake hasn't gone on there. I think it's time. I think as Charlemagne is kind of aging, they're somewhat cool now, I guess. I think it's time, man.
No,
I think it's time.
no. I think number one, the reason why he doesn't do interviews is because Drake carefully scripts and curates the questions of his interview and everything in that. And if you have a very big moment where you took an L, nobody wants even wants a Drake interview unless we're gonna address the elephant in the room. Drake doesn't want to do that. Drake isn't gonna do that. That's number one. Number two, nigga, he's alienated Elliot. You're not sitting down with Joe. You're not sitting down with Ack. You can't sit down. No, he's not sitting down with Kai, Aiden, Ack. Those three streamers, they're already stamped as OVO payment heads.
Okay.
Like that's like LeBron sitting down with Clutch Sports niggas. Like nobody wants to see LeBron Nick Wright interview. You know what I'm saying? He not only
you're not gonna ask the good questions.
You neutralize your streamers, so you can't get an objective interview from the streamers. Niggas like Elliot and Joe, you've already said F them, and even though it would be good to get an interview with them, you will never let them control the narrative of the interview. So now you eliminated them and every other black platform because you did that stupid ass interview around Super Bowl with the white guys, the same one Kodak did, right? You didn't go to a black platform. The same reason why you popped off Bobby Altoff, whatever her name is, but you didn't go to a black streamer. Niggas ain't give you a hand now. You when you was hot, you wasn't giving interviews. You were curating it to OVO payment plan niggas, and you were putting on obscure white people. Now that you got OJ, you want to come back to the black community, put on your dashiki. Nah, nigga, stand over there. We don't want an interview because you're not gonna any interview from Drake that isn't going to be curated by the interviewer is going to be the interviewer is going to be shitted on, and his platform is going to be jeopardized because his whole objective and his credibility as an interviewer, he or she will now be in question because they allowed Drake to control that narrative just for a look. And if that's what you're willing to do, then we can no longer take your opinion objectivity, knowing you just sold out for a look. There's a lot of integrity that goes into, but Chigs, that goes into interviews and goes into the questioning, goes in who you choose to talk to and how they choose to answer questions.
So then I guess what's the one platform that is neutral, right? Because right now I can't think of anybody that's in the middle. I think everybody chose sides, and I mean Hot 97 kind of, but not really. Ebro's there. Yeah.
He doesn't
I
have
guess maybe like a Toronto media platform, I guess, right?
hell no. And I love a lot of niggas from Toronto and they platforms, but even with them, it is compromised, bro. If you're not compromised, you pick the side, and it's the same reason why Drake's sound is redundant, because you can't go to Pharrell and get and get a new sound. You can't go to Dr. Dre and get a new sound. You can't go to DJ Drum. You can't go to Kanye.
Can't go to Kanye.
You can't go to Alchemist and get a sound. You can't go to all the producers Kendrick used on these 5 tracks. You can't go to them niggas and get a sound anymore. You not only if you isolate yourself on an island from a producer standpoint, you isolate your audience from a media standpoint to where anywhere you go, it looks like they're compromised by even having you on there. Because if you were a Drake stan, you jumped out the window and your objectivity has been questioned since then. If you pick the side of Kendrick, there's no way Drake is going to give you a look after you went against him. So really, Drake is on an island by himself, musically and media-wise.
You know another factor? The Meg shit. When he did that Meg line, a lot of females turned against Drake too.
Yep.
Yeah, speaking about that a little earlier, how like he had like he got on this like red pill vibe, like he started dissing shorties a little bit too much, and he needed them. I mean, he started off, he had a whole generation where he had that whole game on lock. Now it's like, it's rough on the hoes now.
Hey, he said it right there. Sway might be the only nigga that
don't go to Sway. Don't go to Sway. That's the most
Why not Sway?
platform. Listen, man.
Sway.
I love Sway, but I don't want to see Sway and Drake. I'm sorry.
You
man.
feel like Sway?
I'm gonna fall asleep after like 2 minutes, man. I'm sorry, Chad.
So Charlemagne?
Nah, I fuck with Sway, but
I would say Charlemagne. I would
hell
say
no,
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
But Charlemagne gonna be honest, but Charlemagne also a little. He also got his thing against Drake too.
What up, G? What up?
I fuck with Charlemagne.
And Sway might be too political. He might be too much.
Yeah, bro. Sway is the most PC, bro. It's Sway, it's Angie, it's Nardwar, Nori, B. Yo, I don't want to see none of these guys do an interview with Drake, bro. Like this first interview, even Rap Radar, like first one was cool, but no.
Can I be honest?
I think it has to be Charlemagne.
I think I would rather. Let's ask a question, even for the chat. Would you rather see Charlemagne get the Drake interview, or would you rather see Joe Budden get the Drake interview?
I was just about to say, I think it should be Joe. Because I think even though Joe had his issues with Drake, I think Joe would go in there with a I don't give a fuck attitude, and he gonna ask the questions that need to be asked.
I think it's gonna end up in a fight if they do an interview.
I think
it might.
With Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna get real prideful, and I feel like Drake would show up on some OVO Goonie shit. Because the way he talk is like on some like, if you don't want to get caught outside, I suggest you. Like he's like a suggestive ass nigga. Like I ain't gonna act tough, but we'll set it off. Like Drake is that type of nigga, and Joe is the type of nigga. Like you see what he did with the Migos, he'll knock this whole shit over and be like, nigga, you feel me? And it'll be fucking a clash. I feel like it'll end up in a fight. That'll be a fucking problem.
Yeah, the reason why I say Joe over Charlemagne is because to me, Charlemagne, when he throws his jabs, they're a lot more direct. And I think Drake can see them coming, and Drake already knows like Charlemagne would really try to get back in like his old bag of like antagonizing when he gets with Drake.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then we are going to look at Charlemagne as compromised because we know his talent of grilling artists over the years.
Win-win.
Grilling artists?
Win. Yeah. For both parties.
The way he's grilled white artists on the Breakfast Club, black artists, R&B artists, niggas kicking freestyles, he telling they trash, grilling Kanye after Yeezus. He looked Kanye in his face and told him Yeezus was trash. He routed Kanye up to go to Sway 40 minutes later and blow up on Sway about it ain't route. Yeah. So this nigga Charlemagne has literally jumped, even what he did with Onyx, even what he did with with Beanie Siegel. Yeah. He has a history of being able to poke artists, right? But I don't think Drake would put himself in a position for Charlemagne to reestablish himself in that manner. When it comes to a Joe has enough nuance to lead Drake into certain honest answers without looking like this is a setup to make you look crazy. I think Joe and Drake, it will be a lot of back and forth, and it will be a lot of shit that maybe them two will only understand in that conversation. But I really do think Joe has Joe just has, I think, more of a serious, objective look on it. Because even we know Joe's so smart, it looked like he was against Kendrick, but when it came out, he was talking to Kendrick and Drake. Like niggas don't be knowing him and Drake, I think be cool, and that's why Drake be snapping on him sometimes because he be like, nigga, me and you was probably just on the phone for 2-3 hours chopping it up, and now you went on your podcast and kicked my back in.
No, I feel like I feel like they both got an admiration for each other, but I don't think they cool like that.
Yeah,
you feel me? I feel like it's on some like
they just cordial. They not really they.
Yeah, I don't think they like be on some they could be laughing on the phone, but at the same time, it's like you could talk to a nigga, acknowledge a nigga, but it's like I don't really fuck with you like that. I might slap you. You feel me? It's like
no, not Rory and Maul. Maul is compromised.
You said Rory and Maul?
Somebody said that.
Oh,
Ace
yeah.
wildin', bro.
I think Rory, honestly, I think out of everybody, I'd rather see
You can
Rory.
time that nigga Ace out, yo.
I would much rather see Rory get the interview without Maul, because I think Rory is a good question asker.
This is a good conversation.
That'll be the end of their podcast if he get it without. You told Maul crashed out before?
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see more than Drake. He already showed me he's compromised.
I think what Drake should do is get
playing streamers.
I think Drake should probably get like 2 or 3 guys and have a conversation around the beef. I
like
think
a round table. That'll be fire. That'll be fire.
Like,
That'd be.
You know he should do
10 million.
He should get the interviewers ops to sit in the same room. Like get Joe, Rory, and motherfucking Charlemagne and like act in the room together. All you bust ass niggas get in the room together.
DJ Head in there.
Yeah.
You think Drake could get Ack and fucking
Rory
in the same
Joe
room?
and Charlemagne, Elliot. Like all you
Drake might be the one that could do it though.
Like y'all gotta squash
that's right. That's facts.
Like y'all gotta squash y'all beef to get money with me now, type shit. I think that's how
like a therapy session.
Yeah.
Drake.
And now some of the folks in the interviews took it off Drake on the interview, and now it's spread out around everybody. So now everybody kind of has to put their shit down in order to give this a quality production.
No, Drake just needs to stand on 125th in Harlem and let niggas ask some questions.
Oh my god! Oh shit, that would be
the Israelites.
The Israelites. Oh my god! Yo.
They're gonna put him up. Marie said Drake lost a lot of female fan base when he kept on disrespecting Rihanna.
That was another one.
Wanted to get a response from her so bad, but Rihanna kept quiet, and we know Rihanna could really go off on him. That's a good point, Marie.
Like he's low key beefing with all of the women that the women love. Like so, it's like he's forcing them to pick a side.
Bro, you alienated Beyonce, Rihanna, Serena Williams, Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, Serena. Wait, what happened with him and Beyonce?
When he dropped Honestly Nevermind right before Beyonce. Yeah, try to get on that dance wave. Yeah, like we were saying, not only, and then you are using these songs to diss the women. It's like you're doubling down on the bullshit. I can't sit here and say, like I said, I'm a Drake fan. I've watched him on Floor Seat. So when I talk trash about him, it's from an objective opinion. It's not from a nigga who doesn't listen to Drake, don't know his catalog. That's why I'm able to pinpoint when he stopped making music for the women. Mason Cameron, no. They open your heads.
Hell no.
They open your heads too.
Now you know what?
I'm fall asleep on, yeah.
It might have to be some unknown. It might have to be some up and coming unknown dudes that do it.
I think
ain't got no time.
Objectively, Star. I think Star.
Yeah, I take that interview too.
Yeah, I think Star could do it because Star don't give a damn either way.
Star will be fire, yeah.
Nah, yeah, you don't.
Star would be kind of crazy.
No, but the thing is, he could do it. But with Drake do that, he's scared to sit down with Charlemagne. Star is like a whole nother level of I don't give
Drake
a fuck.
is not doing none of these interviews, by the way. This is all hypothetical. I feel like he's never going to sit down with none of these niggas.
He would have did it by now.
But his next promo run
he's gonna have to. But I don't think he will.
His next promo run is a reparations check to Black American hip hop media. That's his next promo run. It should be a media reparations check to Black American media or just Black media in America. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta be Black American. Just if you cover hip hop in America and you got platforms, Chigs, goddamn Act, niggas who really putting in work, you need to be hopping on these streams. You need to be building platforms up like Kanye did with some of these obscure white people. You need to start giving these niggas interviews. to cut reparations checks to all of us who cover him, who make money off him. He makes money off of us. We don't want to see you with Kai. You should start putting other niggas on your next media run, having transparent interviews, standing next to people who need to look. And then by the time your album comes out, niggas is already pushing it and it's genuine. And a lot of your biggest haters would sit back and be like, you know what? Drake's learned his lesson. Drake is actually giving back. So when his album comes out, we can actually, you know what I'm saying? Like he needs.
Scrappy said, "What about Gilly?"
Gilly was talking shit on Kendrick with doing the beef and shit. So
yeah,
Gilly, he was saying,
bro.
Yeah, he's Drake team. Yeah.
But the only thing with your point is, even if Drake do that media run, people are gonna be saying, "Oh, he only doing this like he pandering now because he only doing this because he feel like he need to because the culture didn't have his back."
Yeah, but but it's like all Drake's career is really pandering, and it's like
for sure.
And it's like this. Everybody's been like this. Every other culture is like this. Drake, you can eat off of us. We just want to eat too. Drake's pandering thing.
Yeah.
No, he does. But just like artists do, it's a lot of artists who don't pop out till they have something to sell. Everybody has to pander to the media.
That's a lot of artists, though. That's like 95% of artists.
Yeah. So we can't be overly at a certain point, even though we may be looked at as Drake haters, at a certain point, we have to dial it back and be objective with some of the moves that would be smart moves, but it's low-hanging tree to criticize it.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just throwing out what some people narratives might be.
Absolutely.
Like I wouldn't be mad at that. Yeah, I feel like we need more interviews. Like even with the people like the Coles and them that don't do many interviews and they want to keep that mystique. It's like 20, 30 years from now, like motherfuckers wish they could see more Prince interviews and shit like that. Like they gonna wish like just to leave something behind in the archives for the future generations. Like they're gonna wish they had more of those like interviews out there for future generations to see. Like you still got fucking James Brown interviews right now that's relevant that go viral every few months or whatever. Like this shit is important, but hopefully he do that.
Shout out to Germany, July. Appreciate the $5 dog. He said he should go to Danza Project or Flacco's podcast. I don't think Flacco has a podcast. Does he have a podcast? He's got a show. He goes on live, right? Flacco doesn't do podcasts.
I know he got a stutter. I don't know about a podcast. Yeah. He's gonna be right there stuttering and shit.
I think that would be a good platform. I like them. I think that they have good conversations. They seem to be neutral. So those might be good. What you guys think?
Man, nah. And the Danza Project, no, because that's not a black platform, right?
Are they black or Spanish?
I don't really know who the Danza is, honestly.
Yeah, what I'm saying is this: like even with Flacco is a black platform, but I feel like Flacco sometimes is like an act variant in a way, and I just don't feel like him. I don't feel like he'll be objective enough or back on Fig. Yeah. I think he needs to go to a top 5 media personality, top 10 media personality, and do interviews with them. And anything outside of that is you're too big to have. Like the people who are interviewing you aren't big enough to press you on some of these questions.
2 things about Flacco.
Lying. Yeah. They're lying. Go ahead, bro.
Like, I don't think Flacco is cultured enough as far as when it comes to the hip hop space to do that. And the second thing, he might be a little compromised because he's in LA and he don't want to, like, he might be scared to ask certain stuff and really ruffle too many feathers. You get what I'm saying? Because them niggas will press him out there if he say the wrong thing.
Yeah, somebody said back on Fig, Adam 16. Adam 22.
Mad West Coast.
He's a Drake fan, right? Adam?
Yeah, he's cool with Drake. And like I said before, you can't.
Yeah,
Drake,
nah. No,
we don't want to see Drake talk to, not even being racist. We don't want to see Drake talk to no white people. We don't want to talk. We don't want to see at the Michael Rubin party looking like Dennis in the face. We don't want to see around no white people. We want to see Drake around
even
and giving this a look.
Even though he a West Coast dude, I feel like Snoop Dogg might have to do it, bro. Snoop Dogg do everything else. I feel like Snoop Dogg could pull some shit like this off.
Hell no. Hell no.
You got a show,
I'm
right?
telling you, bro. No, he got the DMG shit.
What about Rob Markman?
I like Rob.
Was he Team OVO in this beef?
Nah, Rob was more so in the middle, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he was reporting both sides for real.
I can
Yeah.
see Rob. I can see Rob. I would like to see Rob do that.
So where do you guys see this moving forward now? Again, you have two TD artists back to back banned. You cannot perform at History venue.
They playing a dangerous game, bro. Because if if they keep this up and they start pressing those OVO niggas, even the niggas that ain't got nothing to do with Drake, like niggas just coming out of Canada and shit, and start pressing them niggas in LA, that's gonna cause a problem. Like Drake is, if I don't know if Drake is the one personally doing it, but they're playing a dangerous game. Like when you start messing with people money and telling them they can't perform in this city, what they think gonna happen now when they gotta go to LA? It could get tricky. It's already rough in LA for rappers and celebrities in general. Like if they really put that press down, it's going. And the crazy thing is, they don't even need to go this. They don't even need to go there. Like they're supposed to be like just some competition shit. And by Drake and them doing that, if it is Drake, they taking it outside of just music. You get what I'm saying? Opening
It's
the door.
definitely Drake. It's definitely Drake.
Oh yeah, I just didn't want to. I'm just gonna definitely Drake influence, but I'm just saying just for.
Sanji said OVO is in trouble in LA. Sniper said, I hope you know Drake is good in New York, Houston, and all of white America. I don't know, bro.
Who said?
Yo, if Drake really cared about white America, he would have never jumped in the beef. Drake's downfall, it's like what Rick Ross said. Your downfall is you always want to hang out at the park after dark. You always want to be around the niggas who really put in work. And when those niggas call you outside and say you're not real, instead of Drake being like, you know what, I'm white and I'm a small hat, I'm gonna stay over here. You want to come outside the niggas, jump for your Nikes, and this is just a repetitive thing. I think what's next for Drake is he needs to really, like I said, talk to black media, drop a rap album or drop some more hip hop after you talk to black media, and he will be okay. What Kendrick needs to do is hurry up and drop something before the calendar year, or you look crazy. This beef is going to always linger. You're always going to see niggas take shots from this time till we're gone. Right. But I think we've seen the worst of it already.
I don't know, man. I think that the worst is yet to come.
I feel like it could get worse if we're gonna see when both of them drop another project. Like if Kendrick drop and his shit is a dud, it's gonna look bad for him. And if Drake drop and his shit is a dud, like the only way I see like Drake can really make a good comeback is if he come and drop some undeniable shit like on his next project. But if he drops some bullshit, it could definitely get worse.
Yeah.
I think banning people and actually taking, obviously they got paid, but still, like nobody wants their shows to be canceled off of some shit that literally had nothing to do with them. Like, sir,
exactly.
Like, nobody mentioned sir. If you go to Twitter hashtag, bro, and you go to the last 3 months, bro, nobody tweeted about that nigga, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I think it's a little bit, bro. That's kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah, like he bringing Sir in there, the R&B nigga that's not even. I didn't even see him making.
Bro, he didn't make a peep. He didn't say a word, bro.
Now what happened when they catch OVO 40 on Rodeo? I'm just saying, nigga trying to shop and get his fucking fruit and shit, and they catch that nigga out there.
Yeah, what's gonna happen to OVO? What's gonna happen to OVO Bradley at the CVS line?
That's what I'm saying.
Run up on OVO Bradley, bro. You gotta protect niggas like that, bro.
That nigga, yeah.
Hey,
he just a front runner, bro.
Trying to get his plan B and shit, and his plan A should have been stay out of LA. But
yeah, man.
All OVO artists and Drake need to be banned from the West Coast. I think that this might lead to a West Coast ban. And again, you guys can tell me, chat, this might be a hot take. I think, all right, so Schoolboy Q, that one was okay. But now you have Sir. I think there's gonna be a West Coast band. I think these guys are gonna look at it like, all right, bro, if you want to fuck with us there, if you come out here, we're gonna do the
Yeah.
same thing to you.
hmm
So
And the difference is one of them niggas might get hurt. Niggas ain't just banning you. They taking jewelry, all that shit. Like somebody in the comments said, it's extortion time.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, it's gonna be a lot of niggas who just based off affiliation who can potentially get touched. And I just
Yeah.
keep thinking the most Drake is gonna do is what he's already doing. I can get your shows canceled, but because I know niggas gang affiliated, because I know I got niggas in LA, I need to work in LA, I need to do work in America. I'm not going to
that's
get
fine.
myself banned or get any type of bad blood in any more territories in America because I really can't afford to do so. Like you can't afford,
hmm
you can still go to Cali, but you seen niggas kind of press him last time. You didn't even press him. He was like a little fan talking shit to him.
Yeah.
Bro, niggas in Cali are not protecting you, bro. Like you can check in with one hood in the 40s, and it's gonna be niggas in the jungles with bloods who don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
So 40s. It could be niggas
And they
from
not
like you could
they
be cool
not
with
going against their city, bro.
right. Niggas ain't going to niggas is
That's
not
it.
going to war for you. Just like he said,
Uh,
niggas is not about to die for Drake.
A lot of niggas, like just from like talking to my LA people and shit, a lot of dudes right now ain't fucking with Game because how he was moving during that beef and shit. Like they real like he was having some issues because they feel like he was playing the fence and playing both sides in low key shading Kendrick and shit. Niggas ain't going to get even if you got niggas that don't fuck with each other as far as like they gangs and shit. They came together because they wasn't about to go against the city for some outside niggas.
On
It's
top of
only
that,
a few.
go ahead,
Yeah,
go.
go ahead. No, you good. You good.
Yeah, nah, it's just like I think a lot of these niggas from the West Coast also learned from the Tupac and Biggie murders because let's keep it a buck. Tupac was not from Los Angeles, but he was cool with Pirus. Biggie and
Mm.
Puffy are from New York, but they got cool with Crips,
Southside Crips. Yeah.
Southside Crips. So when Tupac died, a whole gang war broke out. Keefy D lost a lot of his money and his income because the feds were on his track. A lot of bodies and money was lost for taking outside niggas beefs. So it's like niggas on the West Coast ain't about to take Drake's beef on because we still got to eat here. Just like we took Puffy's beef on, and that fucked up a lot of shit. It was a whole gang war trying to take outside niggas' side that weren't from Cali. I think Cali niggas realize that. Not putting in the work and not directly from here. Like they gonna ride for Kendrick because he's from there. They're not ride for or if the bags drop, they're gonna ride because yeah, we're gonna do the job, you gonna fly out, still be an artist like Diddy. I still gotta sit in my town and fight. I still gotta run around with that target on my head. Niggas have learned from past hip hop beefs when West Coast niggas jumped into it for the clout, for the money.
Nah, facts. And plus, Drake ain't loyal to no niggas, so it's like, yeah, you gonna ride with him for that moment, but as soon as he don't need you no more, he's expendable. You're expendable.
On God.
That's a fact.
Somebody said there's a lot of West Coast niggas not that concerned for Dot and Drake. That's why both regions, West and the Six, haven't produced much to the game since Drake and Dot arrived. Interesting point.
But is that true though? Like, I mean, the West Coast had a decent
They
amount
got
of
it.
like
No. West Coast, they've had artists come out every single year.
Ty Dolla, YG, Blast now. Like, I mean, it's a lot of them that get caught up in the regional sound, but they had artists break through and cut through over the years.
And I see what Michael Brown is saying. He said Southside Crip didn't bust one gun for Bad Boy and Puffy. They took the money and ran, only shot back Death Row. Okay, but like you just said, when Pac died, it was a gang war based off of that beef. Southside Crips was cool with Keefy D's people. Puffy is said to put a hit out through the Southside Crips. If the Southside Crips are responsible for the killing of Tupac, then I feel like even if you say they weren't directly in it, whatever, a war broke out on their territory on behalf of that situation. So even if they didn't bust one gun for Bad Boy, they took the money and ran. That murder about Tupac is put on Southside Crips, yes or no? Put on Keefy D, Orlando Anderson, the fat nigga who had his, they say he might have pulled the trigger. All these Southside Crip affiliates. So we can say they didn't bust a gun, but we got a Southside Crip right now sitting in a Vegas cell for the murder of Tupac.
This shit just disconnected. They said Drake can perform in the forum right now. Will not happen to him. I don't know about that, man. I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I think you guys are underestimating the West Coast niggas a little bit, man.
And I think that we got to understand, same thing with Toronto is like LA to a certain extent, where these are international, like Miami, these are international cities. There's parts of town you can't go on. There's places you can't go, but these cities are international. They're not like neighborhood cities. Like you come to Jackson, like you come to Dallas, like you come to Houston, even though they are, or Atlanta. Yeah, you can go to the forum, just like what's the name? Kendrick can go to the Air Canada Center. There's an international audience that's not hooked on the beef. They're just fans. Surface fans who don't care. So yeah, I think Drake can go perform in LA. Crypto Arena, yeah.
It's definitely a risk.
Yeah.
Definitely a risk, 1,000%. Shay said Drake is acting very childish and also narcissistic because if Toronto artists have to come to US to perform, their bag maybe stops, but to Drake, he doesn't care about that part. I don't think it's gonna happen to the weekend. I don't think it's gonna happen to any Toronto artist that really matters, to be honest. But if I'm Drake right now, I'm not taking any risk. I think Drake was just out in Houston. I think New York, he's good. I think Houston, he's fine. Other than that, I don't know. I'm not sure, you guys.
We'll see. I know Drake. I mean, I know Future and Metro go on tour. I know they have a Toronto date, and I'm really excited to see.
I think that gets canceled.
I think it has.
What do you think, Don?
I think it does have potential to get canceled for sure.
Which one? OVO Fest?
No. Metro has a tour date with who is it again? Future.
I heard earlier this year, like people were speculating that Metro and Future show being around the same time. It was supposed to be like around OVO Fest, but I don't know. It could be canceled. I mean, I feel like the TDE energy might be a little bit more smoky than the Future and Metro energy. I feel like that's a little bit more trolly. And then
like
Drake
you're not gonna, and I don't think it's kind of with the Schoolboy Q thing in a way, but less gang and just more music wise. If you put hands and feet on Future, you can pretty much kiss Atlanta and the South as a whole.
Yeah, it's over.
Like you can't. That's why Drake didn't even diss Future in the raps, because it's like, nigga, if I say one thing about Future, as much as niggas love to put him in some weird category where they don't like to add him in the big three or shit, even though he has the stats to prove it, you fuck that relationship up more than it already is, and you cooked.
Yeah, what he said, me and Pluto ain't never even been through it. He said that shit made me sick to my stomach. We ain't even been through it.
Yeah, because he knows. He's like, damn, nigga, I lost the nigga who used to get me in the clubs. Like, damn. I lost my
so they got a date. They got a tour date, and it is on August 11th at Scotiabank Arena. August 11th, that is 2 weeks from now. I think Toronto police, I think if they're looking at everything going on, again, this is all from what's been coming out. If Toronto police has been looking at everything, I don't see how they let Drake, they let Future and Metro perform there. That's just what I'm going to say. I think.
Oh, yeah, because they're going next month, right?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Is OVO Fest still a thing? Like, is it coming? Like,
that's still happening. That's still happening. Yeah, that's still happening for sure.
If it happened the same weekend, that show's getting canceled.
Hey, it could.
Because I feel like OVO Fest will get announced like tomorrow, and then they'll be like, yeah, same weekend, and then that Future shit. Nope, we OVO. Like, I feel like he's gonna try to turn up on some Toronto shit soon, just to show that he got some type of like pull. Because he's been doing OVO Fest for years. It's like we can't act like Drake ain't never had love from his city, but I don't know, like, what is the energy gonna be like if he tries to sit there and try to do that shit again? I wonder.
Yeah. Hey, that's crazy. I don't know if we're breaking news, but they saying Sin Santana got pregnant by Brent Faiyaz.
Yeah.
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not Brent. It's not Brent. It's Chef Kwame. He owns Tatiana. out in New York City.
Well, they
I was
say
about
those
to
Drip
say,
fires.
That's not. Hey, that wasn't Joe's old
because
chef.
Joe
Was it?
Budden always trashing him.
Yeah.
That wasn't Joe's old chef, Chef Kwame, was it?
No. This is the owner of the restaurant, Tatiana. No.
I feel like Joe.
You said a chef.
If it was Joe might owe him a fade.
No, it's a chef, you guys.
That's crazy.
All right, cool. So let me get you guys this final prediction. And when you guys think Kendrick is going to drop his album? I know a lot of people have been anticipating it. Myself personally, I think it's time. We're about to enter into August, so you really got about 4 or 5 months. Kendrick, when is he dropping? When do you guys think? And
I
what do you
think he
guys?
really might be coming in August. Because he been playing around with that date. What was it, August 8th or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he been playing around. Something happening.
Oh, the dates. Oh, you right. Oh shit.
Yeah, something happening on that date.
Talking
If it ain't the
about
album.
the date that was on the jacket?
Well, yeah, that. But I also heard him say that date another time too, though. He said there's something with that date.
I think he might release the album date on that date, and I think the album date is
That could
going to be like Drake's birthday.
Nah, that's OG.
Nah, that'll be.
No, that'd be sinister. Wait, what?
Because Kendrick's real about symbolisms. Everything the 616, everything is about dates, numbers, and shit. I think he might drop the album date on 8/8 and be like, we're gonna drop October, whatever fucking Drake's birthday is. We're gonna drop on that date or that week. I think he's really gonna try to do that shit.
I don't want to fucking Kendrick Drake this album.
No.
No, me neither.
So like even that is kind of like the energy of doing that. So like I wouldn't even play with that. Like I would drop in fourth quarter, of course, but like early November or like the end of September or some shit like that.
Yeah,
September 30th.
Yeah, that wasn't really a date on that jacket actually, because I remember that was like a number.
Yeah,
that's like a jacket that actually someone is selling that's someone's merch. Somebody said Drake's birthday. All right, cool. Any other predictions that you guys see happening? Because I'm sure this is not going to be the last of it. I'm sure somebody's going to get pressed in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Somebody's getting pressed because I can't see TDE letting OVO punk him like this.
Yeah, I just feel like Drake and Kendrick are both going to drop projects by the end of the year. And like everything I said about Drake's rollout is the smartest thing to do. And with Kendrick's rollout, you should probably drop it around Drake's birthday. And it don't even have to be a Drake diss album, but I think that should be the final blow where I release my album on his birthday so he can enjoy it while he's doing his Black Power media run. And we can all just neutralize this out and move forward with hip hop as a whole.
What you think, Don?
I think something in my soul is telling me a Thanksgiving release.
For Kendrick?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's being real festive with his dates lately. You feel me? Like with the whole, releasing on Juneteenth with the doing the show on Juneteenth and then 4th of July with the video and
right.
I feel like it's another festive event. I feel like he's trying to be like one of those artists like Hove did. Hove used to do shit like that, release on 4th of July, whole album on 4th of July, whole album on Christmas. Fab used to do some shit, whole album on Thanksgiving. So I feel like some fourth quarter energy, and I just in my soul something told me Thanksgiving. I don't know.
No, I feel you.
Real black. I don't know, but I don't know. In the hood, it's a black thing. We all get together, but I don't know.
So we got Vic said Lupe is going at Kendrick. Yo, Lupe Fiasco, bro. Please go sit down, bro. Bro, just go do karate somewhere in fucking Asia, bro. Nobody.
Lupe been hating on Kendrick for a while, bro.
Bro, no more, bro. Stop. Stop. Lupe, please.
Nah, at this point, it's sad, bro. You've been hating on Kendrick for years.
Bro, it's over. Nobody's thinking about you, Lupe. I'm sorry. And I fuck with Lupe, but like, bro, stop, man. Shay said, I think Kendrick is going to drop a regular album and say that this is for if Drake wants to drop a single, he'll have this ready. Academics teased, I think he said 2 weeks ago on stream, he said Drake has something special. And I mean, Drake in his own way. So I don't know what that is. again, I think everybody here, if in chat, is saying that we're pretty much tapped out of the whole beef. And I do agree. I don't want to see any more slick shots. And if you're Drake, you can't really take shots anymore. Like, can you take shots anymore?
Drake can't. You not after you backed out of the beef. When Jay-Z lost to Nas, he was still taking shots, but he didn't bow out. You can't bow out and then come back taking shots. I won't respect that.
But I feel like we felt like he bowed down. Like he was trying to somehow create leeway for himself. He was trying to pick up the pieces. He wasn't trying to bow out. It just sounded like he was defeated.
Nah, but he like when people were saying he was waving the white flag on that song, I was like, I didn't believe it. I'm like, nah, he ain't done. But then
with
his
that post?
actions,
No, it was, yeah. That was
yeah,
it.
a lot of and his actions following it, he bowed out. Like he even said, "Oh, it was fun. I'm done with this." Some shit like that, right?
Instagram shot. So what's that?
So I'm like, he bowed out. So it's like I would respect it if he never did that and he like it's up every time I record and I want to diss you, cool. But don't do that and now come back every album and start throwing little shots because it's like, nah.
He's gonna do it.
Nah, I know he's gonna do it. And I feel like he ain't gonna get respect for that because when you had the chance to stand up and step up,
You gave up.
you ain't stand on it. Yeah.
No more shots.
Right.
Please, Drake, no more, please. Miss T said no one is looking forward to a Drake release. Let's be real. No, I am. I
still want to hear it.
You know,
I
just
still
don't
like the music. He just lost the beef, yo. That's all I'm saying. I like the music. It's fell off in a couple years, but a lot of our favorite artists can't cook up the same caliber of work when they start hitting 40, and it's okay. It just you don't want no more beef. Stop taking shots at women. Stop talking about a red button. If you give us some dance songs, it won't be no problems. I just want to bop. I want to put on when Drake comes on. I want to put it on and serenade whatever girl I got. Let Drake be the wingman like he's been since 2010. Let his music be the background to some cheeks, and we'll all win.
He basically said, "I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough."
Absolutely,
but look, I'm not mad. Look, so our favorite rappers lost beefs, and I'm not mad at a rapper losing a beef. I respect them for competing. There's a lot of motherfuckers that run away from the competition and run away from the smoke. I respect that everybody that stepped up to Drake, from Pusha T to Meek to Kendrick, he went at all them niggas. So I respect that. So there ain't no shame in losing a beef and shit. But if you wave the white flag, I just don't want you coming back taking shots. Now, if Kendrick say some slick shit and he come back, that's a different thing. But Drake can't jump out there first and try to reignite the shit.
Right.
That's a fact.
Flacco said, "Why y'all think Drake untouchable?" I don't think he's untouchable.
He not clearly.
Yeah, nobody said that in here.
Yeah. I think Drake moves very smart though. You know, he's no.
And Drake's still one of my favorite artists. Like I still fuck with Drake music and shit. But
yo, Mark, stall him out, man. Stall him out, yo. Let him live.
You ready to crash out? He got nothing to live. He got nothing to lose.
Yo, let him live, Mark. Chill.
Yo, that'd be the funniest shit when people said I'm about to crash out.
On game, yo.
Somebody said I'm gonna probably take one more question after this. 'Cause I know my guys gotta go. Yappin Bay said, "Do y'all think Drake's Brother Dasher bars gonna hit the same post Kendrick beef? Red button was hard, but now."
I think it's gonna hit the same because you know why? Because it's still gonna hit the same. He is still for 90% of the rappers. He's still that nigga. Everybody ain't Kendrick. Everybody can't do to him what Kendrick did. So it's like, okay, Kendrick did that to me, but y'all niggas, no. So I think it's still gonna hit the. It depends.
I feel like in this moment it might be a little cringy.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time.
I feel like he need to chill. He need to fall back and get into some other shit in life. You feel me? Maybe get back into acting, or maybe go away, pull a J. Cole, go ride bike somewhere, my nigga. Like experience something new in life. Stop trying to be like on your young wave, like, and come back with a 444 or something.
Yeah. Drop a classic. Like
it, you know,
music heals all, bro. If Drake drops some undeniable shit, niggas will be right back to where he was at before.
Or nigga, just start dishing Big Sean, nigga. Bully that nigga. He always get bullied easy and you
Nah.
fall back. It's like when you lose in a fight in school, you gotta start swinging on somebody else, nigga. They gonna think you soft. You gotta
But I
fight
feel like
somebody
Pitt
else.
holds so many cards though. Pitt
But what if Big Sean body him?
bully? Like he got so many angles that he just poked
Yeah.
at that nigga. Now everybody be like, yo, he is a bully.
Yeah.
Like, everything he does is fucking nitpicked now.
Yeah.
And what if he swing at Big Sean and Big Sean knock him out? That's one
I think
backfire.
Big Sean
Right,
really-
though.
So he's done.
Think about Big Sean's Drake really stole Big Sean's whole flow.
Mhm.
He
I mean,
stole
Drake's
that.
a chameleon. Like, you know,
So it'll be a
he
fair
got a
fight.
little.
All right, cool. Appreciate you guys, chat. Appreciate you guys for coming in. I will be keeping an eye on this because I do not think this is over. You guys go ahead, let them know where the people can find you guys and also follow you guys.
Y'all gonna go. All right, so y'all can find me all platforms: Stone Cold Austin, Stone Cold ALSTON, everywhere.
Yeah, for your boy, you can find me on Twitter at FloridaBoyJ93. Just type in FloridaBoyJ on Twitter. Follow me, subscribe. Follow me at FloridaBoyJ on YouTube. We go live every week. You catch me on Starport. We go up on there. We go ape shit on there. So follow me on Starport. Follow me on Twitter and YouTube at FloridaBoyJ.
Yo, you can find me at Dime a Dozen. That's DYMEADUZIN. Just put out the album called on Friday. It's doing this thing out there, so y'all check that out. But yeah, that's Dime a Dozen on all platforms. Yes, sir.
What's the album
Chase.
you went down? You cut out there, bro.
Oh, the album called Ghetto Olympics 3. It just came out on Friday.
Oh, perfect timing.
Facts.
Okay.
Chase, you know what to do.
I appreciate you guys, yo. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Appreciate you guys, fellas. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Appreciate
for
it.
sure.
All right, for sure.
Peace.